But both of the guys we talked to, Jason and Cole, they both said, in other words, you guys were upfront about it, and they knew what was happening. Does that make it?
Yeah, it's the one time it might not be in their advantage to be on the roster. There's a rule in place that any player that gets injured after today that's on the Major League roster, even if they didn't have service time last year, has to go on your Major League disabled list. And there's a player in fairly recent history that ended up getting an entire year on the Major League disabled list despite having no chance to make a Major League spring training and was going to Double-A. So we're cautious, and we've done it all 12 years that we've been here. If you look around the league right now, there's a lot of good young players that are going out of Major League camps, mostly because they're on Major League rosters.
What would you like to see Cole, as good of a spring as he had, work on when he gets down to Indianapolis?
Just continue to refine the game. I mean, the offensive approach that he's found, not just in the fall league, not just in spring training, but in the second half of last season, it's going to play. I mean, he's driving the ball, he's drawing his walks, which he can steal bases, which is a weapon for him. So offensively, it's just continuing to dive into that power that he does have. Defensively, it's just making the plays that he's supposed to make. I mean, he can range, he can throw. And just refining his skills, and he's a long man, just continuing to shorten those actions down.
Neal, how important has it been for his development to have a couple of healthy seasons back-to-back? I know he had some misfortune on the injury front early in his career.
Yeah, part of it is just maturation as well. He was 17. He was one of the youngest players in the draft when we took him in the first round, and he's gaining his man strength. He's figuring out how to make these long levers work on a consistent basis. And he said it in his interview today with us. The more he plays, the better he's going to get, and the more opportunity he has to play against good competition. We are strong believers that every level has its lessons to be learned, and he's going to go face some pitchers who can really pitch. He's going to face some guys in Double-A that are moving to Triple-A that really throw. And at the Major League level, they combine pure stuff with the ability to pitch. And so it's going to be a good lesson for him, and to learn at Triple-A, for Jason to go back and go back with the confidence that he can play at a higher level, and to do the things that he did in Double-A, but now do them at Triple-A. And both of these guys are knocking on the door, ready to help our Major League team at some point this season. Is it April? Is it June? Is it August? Time will tell. We also have players trying to make it so that they don't help our Major League team, because these guys are trying to hold these jobs.